She's a bit grey. So, we've got a project. What I'm going to build is a grading sled. And it's going to tilt. Much like a tilt bucket. I've actually got the rams, which I picked up second hand. They're not a whole lot of use on them, which is really nice. And I've also got a tilting hitch coming up as well from one of my local fellas. So yeah, so that's good. Yeah, pretty sort of wrapped. So these things generally cost about, I don't know, $6 grand. Let's give you a overview. Now, artistic license and all. Just make sure this is right there. Don't know why it's not. Anyway. Okay, so let me get you. Okay. Let me get set up. Okay, so slide you down a bit. Alright, so effectively it's going to be a sled that is this shape. On the back it's going to have a roller and just a bit of a scoop in the front with some gussets to keep its strength. So there'll be two grading blades, if you like, two rails, side rails, and yeah, the roller at the back. The hitch will mount in here. The rams I'll have to figure out, but they'll probably come down either side. So give you a 3D. That'll be the roller. Grading blade 1, grading blade 2. Rams. Alright. Okay, simple as, eh? Let's get to building it. Get to work. Alright, there's the mock-up of it. I'm going to... I think I might have ordered too much steel. You can never have too much steel. What I'm going to do is trim these... trim this tab off, top and bottom. Slide that basically into there and weld it both sides, and that'll give it a pretty good tack. Now I've also got this plate which I'll cut at 200 width, and that'll go along the front here with some gussets just for strength, and that's going to be more or less working like a bit of a scoop or a bucket, or just a grading blade bit. So we'll see how we go with that. I may possibly, just for strength, end up putting another piece along there flat, like like that sort of thing, welded in or tacked in, you know, from just to sort of see how we go. So alright, so there it is. We'll get some more work done. I'll bring you back later on. Alright, and through the power of internet and bad cameras, we've got this. So yeah, I had corrupt memory card again. That's about the third time in a month. I'm just getting really over it. Anyway, so there we are. It's obviously the front side. I've still got to do the hitch yet. I've got those to clean up and get in there, but the basics of it is there. It's good. I've just sort of given it a quick spray of paint just to keep the dust off it. But yeah, that's good. The roller works fine. Just wondering if I need to beef up in this area. We'll soon find out. But I mean, it's a fairly short kick. It's not like it's hanging out 6 feet behind the back. So yeah. So anyway, let's yeah, almost looks straight. Alright, so when I get the hitch, probably next week, a few days, I'll finish this up and get going. We'll end up putting 2 ribs across there on the top and having the hitch pretty much dead center, and then sort of running the, yeah, I'm sort of undecided which way I'm going to run it, whether I run the rams down towards something out here more, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. You know, it's going to be a, you know, suck it and see on the day. So, alright, cool. Alright, good morning boys and girls. It's about, I don't know, 10 days on. I'm waiting for this bloody hitch to turn up. Supplier decided to send it on the slow boat from Timbuk 3. And it's not even, get out of the way, it's not even what I want. I mean, I've grabbed it anyway because I'm going to have to fabricate it, but it pisses me off because every day I'm sitting there going, oh, I could go get some steel and build one, you know, and really I could have fabricated this up in probably a day, and that's probably what I should have done, but never mind. Anyway, moving on. So I think what I'll do is I'll cut this plate and this plate off. They'll then reverse up to be coming up this way. So it'll then be obviously sitting the other way. These are for the rams to go into, the top of the rams. Where are they? I cleaned those up because, you know, I had plenty of bloody time. So they go into there like that. And those pins are a little bit bigger. I'm not sure what the hell's going on there, but yeah, we'll have to figure that out. And the main pin that goes through here is also bigger. It's not a 35mm, it's a 40mm. And these seem to be 32mm, which is a really random size. So I may have to get some bushes turned up, which is again just going to end up costing me more. But you over there in my storage department of the storage vessel, which never moves. So yeah, so I'll chop that plate off, spin those around. Those will get basically welded onto that somehow or another. We'll figure out how to get those on, and we'll probably end up trimming these down as well. I might just trim that straight across and utilise, because I need to drill these out to 30mm and another one there roughly for my hitch. It's probably actually going to be more like there. So yeah, so I'll keep this bulk of steel here there anyway. So alright, so I'll get to work. I'll get to grinding, making some noise, and get that sorted out, and yeah, we'll bring you back when we've got something a little bit closer. Alright, well, it's next day. I spent most of yesterday running around looking for pins and all sorts of crap, but I got a little bit of welding done. I actually ran out of wire, so I've got some new wire put in there, and yeah, so that's that. Basically just a mock-up. Got the holes drilled for the pins, yeah, a bit of pipe for in between. Yeah, I mean, it's just coming together, so we'll keep going with it and do some more work and bring you back when we're getting a bit closer to done. Alrighty then. So that was quite a long day. It's about, I don't know, 4:30. There it is, looks like something out of Terminator. Or something else, I don't know. But that's all there. I think it should be strong enough. I think these side beams should be strong enough. I mean, there's a fair whack of meat in there. I can always put a bit more underneath if I need to. But it's not dealing with a whole lot of weight. I mean, this whole thing probably weighs 60 kilos, maybe. Probably not even. And at this one, I've got the hoses, but I'm just unsure as to whether I want the hoses on this side or the front. At least if they're on the front, I can keep an eye on them, but if they're on the back, they're not going to get hit by shit as you're grading. I was doing the whole, yeah. So there it is, but yeah, it can easily go 45 that way, 45 this way. So it, I mean, you know, how much I'm going to be actually tilting it, I don't know, but it might be handy for doing grade, something like that. Later on, I may put a upstand on it just for my receiver to stick onto, and then I can actually laser things, you know. You'd more or less actually want the laser, I don't know, dead center, I guess, I don't know. Figure that one out when the day comes. But no, I'm pretty wrapped. Been a lot of work. Got a really good burn on my finger. That was cool. It's dirty. Anyway, I'm just being a girl. Alright, yeah, so these pins here, I've cut myself short on pins because I use them in there, these two. These were a bitch because I had 30mm holes. The pin had to be a 25 to get through the universal of the, well, the top, you know, hole of the ram, and no one had any 25 to 30 bushes, so I had to make the frickin' things, weld them on one end, come around the back side, on this side, put those collars in there, so the pin, you know, ended up being, you know, nearly 100 long, and I only got 300, thinking that was all I was really going to need. But I've got plenty of old 25mm pins rolling around, like, you know, there's a bit in there, and that one there is almost long enough, but I've still got to figure out, yeah, either this side or that side, just to have a, more or less like that, where I can put a bolt through just to keep the pin centered. But yeah, but we'll figure that out. So tomorrow I might see if I can organise that. Also left myself enough room in here to throw some shims in, just for a bit of hooky pooky if I need it. I may end up just putting a big fat washer in there for now, just to keep it happy. But no, I've pretty good with that. With that centre, it's where all the time goes. Just like this centre pipe. It's actually a piece of pipe that I've drilled and tapped two grease nipples into. Those are just sacrificial ones. I'll put new ones in, and that pipe will then get filled up with grease to grease these two joints. I mean, that's where, yeah, time. That's where time goes. Stuff like that, you know, like drilling and tapping. See, there's another grease nipple in there. So, yeah, things like welding these collars on, welding the pins in, drilling the pins. You know, that. I mean, making those bushes was a very time-consuming ordeal. I'm just see if I can find that other. I've got shit everywhere. You know what it's like. End of the day. You don't really care, you're just kind of chucking shit left, right and centre to try and get the job done. Pipe don't know what I did with that. Oh, it might be that bit there. But anyway, I was having to drill the core out, you know, and that's a core, you know, using a 25mm hole saw, and it did pretty well actually. I was quite surprised. So anyway, alright, I'm going to go and have a beer. See ya. Guess what? I think we're there. Everything's in. I managed to scrounge up enough pins to make a couple of pins, and just made a bit of a washer to go in there, both sides. It's all tickety-boo. Greased up. Got a little wee grease hole in the top there where I didn't get to weld it, but don't really give a shit. There's grease in there. It's not like it's doing this every 5 minutes anyway, so it'll be fine. Hydraulics are all bled, hopefully. No leaks, hopefully. Soon find out. So let's go get the digger and throw it on, eh? Cool. Hey, it looks fucking hot. Cool. I'm pretty happy with that. I just got to learn to use it. It's well, it's like an new toy in it. You got to learn to use it. So that's cool. Oh well, there'll probably be some videos coming up with this in it. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I do appreciate you watching my ramblings and bad words. But till next time, get back to work.